Hi everyone, I just wanted to go over the church that I chose to do this part of the assignment. I chose a Jewish synagogue, and it's called Congregation Beth Israel, and it's located in Colleyville, Texas. Some of the general theology and belief of this synagogue is their idea of a blessed church is one where all the household members come together. They love and honor and respect one another and God. And there's a few things that I just wanted to go over, which is typical in a Jewish synagogue, but just so we can kind of understand how they do things. They require a kippah, which is the cap when you go in. They also require prayer shawls, so they have those there, and you can go in and wear those before you go into the actual synagogue. They say it's honoring God when you do that. They also have what's called the Shabbat, which celebrates their day of rest. And they offer services on Friday evenings and Saturday mornings. And then they have another one called the Rev Shabbat, which is a traditional Reform service. And what this is it's for members, but it basically is a preparatory service for the actual Shabbat. They read their book of prayers, and it guides their services for that one. Then the last one they offer is a Tat Shabbat, which is a monthly service that is geared towards families with school-age children. It's typically short, it's very informal, and it's mainly child-centered, so they can see the purpose of going to church, and they can become familiar with the basic structures of the Jewish prayer service and highlights the liturgy for them. The church's role of the Holy Spirit is to be a divine inspiration that flows from God to the men and women and moves and empowers them to serve God as his spoken people. This particular synagogue began in Northeast Tarrant County in 1998. They originally started meeting at the Colleyville Community Center. Lloyd and Beth Fishman began this synagogue here. And while they were in this time of where are we going to place this synagogue, they didn't quite know where it was going to happen, but they felt strongly that they stay in Tarrant County. And on top of that, at the same time, God placed them to run a religious school at this same time. So they were both praying for both of those things to come about. And they did come about. They became affiliated with the Union of American Hebrew Congregations, which this is something that makes you officially a synagogue when you do this. So they went ahead and did that. They also opened a religious school in 1999 under the direction of Sue Feingold. They had an opening enrollment of 75 children. And then they had a chance the following year, in 2000, to purchase a Torah, which was from Eastern Europe, and it survived the Holocaust. So I got to see that, which was very neat to be able to see. Another interesting fact is a particular family came forward and purchased the land where Congregation Beth Israel currently sits right now and donated it to them so they could actually build a building, which happened in around 2003 to 2004. The vision of this synagogue is the church has changed over time with everything, how our world has changed also. They have changed, but they have stayed very true to their core values that they believe. Their Rabbi, Charlie Walker, who began with them in 2006, I spoke briefly with him, and their main focus is to create a welcoming environment for a diverse community. He said, we always try to be welcome so everyone will want to come in and see what we're about. The other thing is he places a large priority on the calling of rabbis at this particular synagogue. So Rabbi Charlie, he promotes all second student rabbis, last student rabbis, to continue to focus on lifelong learning. He told me that if you're not learning, you're not living. And so he tells everyone, whether it's leaders, anyone in the church to always grow in your spiritual growth and to always, for them particular, to learn their Jewish values. In the Jewish religion, the reciting of prayers is more something that they do for worship than actual singing. And it might be just this at this particular church. I have heard that other churches do sing, but this particular one, they recite prayers. They also recite 3 times a day, and more when it's the Sabbath or it's on a Jewish holiday. In becoming a leader for the Jewish synagogue, there are many steps, as there is with any type of religious organization. The first thing is you have to confirm or convert to Judaism. You have to apply for a rabbinical school, which what they told me is about a 5-year process. And then at that point, you just go out and you find your local synagogue, apply for the position, and join a Jewish rabbi organization, and you find a congregation to go and promote at that point. Leaders for this particular synagogue are picked very similarly to any other church. Rabbi Charlie watches the interaction and responses from the congregation. He will make decisions what is best for the congregation and his leadership. To become a member of this particular synagogue, there is a membership packet along with membership dues that can be paid monthly or yearly. For a typical individual, it's $975. A family is around $1,950. And just to sum things up, after speaking with him, they have a very strong commitment when you become a member to go out and involve yourself with the community. They like to have people come and look at the congregation, look at the facilities, what they have, and they want to build a strong sense of Judaism through there at the synagogue. And just in the community, they promote that. They want you to go out and always be teaching people of what they do and what they are and where they're located at. The last thing is when I asked Rabbi Charlie about the challenges that our world faces now and in our century, how does he handle these matters? He mentioned the church finds connections with people of every age. He said every issue can be connected or can be fixed with connections. He said, and welcoming them into the congregation, welcoming them to God, so they find a home. He said everybody needs to find a home somewhere. And so he said that is how they handle most of their issues and the challenges they face is we just need to find people a home is what really happens. So that's it. I hope I gave you a little bit of information on a Jewish synagogue, and thanks for watching.